Thanks to chemical implants in our bodies, we can break down the alcohol in seconds. No stupor, no hangover. We can just toss them back while waiting for orders. If man realizes technology is within reach, he achieves it, like it's damn near instinctive. Look at us, for example. We're state-of-the-art. Controlled metabolisms, computer-enhanced brains, cybernetic bodies. Not long ago, this was science fiction. So what if we can't survive without regular high-level needs? Who are we to complain? I suppose an occasional tune-up is a small price to pay for all this.
I'm afraid we both signed our bodies and ghosts away to Section 9.
True. If we ever quit or retire, we'd have to give back our augmented brains and cyborg bodies. There wouldn't be much left after that. There are countless ingredients that make up the human body and mind, like all the components that make up me as an individual with my own personality. Sure, I have a face and voice to distinguish myself from others, but my thoughts and memories are unique only to me, and I carry a sense of my own destiny. Each of those things are just a small part of it, and I collect information to use in my own way. All of that blends to create a mixture that forms me and gives rise to my consciousness. I feel confined, only free to expand myself within boundaries. It's like a dim image in the mirror. What we see now is like a dim image in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Thanks to chemical implants in our bodies, we can break down the alcohol in seconds. No stupor, no hangover. We can just toss them back while waiting for orders. If man realizes technology is within reach, he achieves it, like it's damn near instinctive. Look at us, for example. We're state-of-the-art. Metabolisms, computer-enhanced brains, cybernetic bodies. Not long ago, this was science fiction. So what if the kids wiped out regular high-level needs? Who are we to complain? I suppose an occasional tune-up is a small price to pay for all this.
I'm afraid we both signed our bodies and ghosts away to Section 9.
True. If we ever quit or retire, we'd have to give back our augmented brains and cyborg bodies. There wouldn't be much left after that. There are countless ingredients that make up the human body and mind, like all the components that make up me as an individual with my own personality. Sure, I have a face and voice to distinguish myself from others, but my thoughts and memories are unique only to me, and I carry a sense of my own destiny. Each of those things are just a small part of it. I collect information to use in my own way. All of that blends to create a mixture that forms me and gives rise to my consciousness. I feel confined, only free to expand myself within boundaries. It's like a dim image. What we see now is like a dim image in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Yes, because this one's a screamer. Or a squirter. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh my gosh, we have so many amazing people for our panel today. And I have so much fun stuff for us to go over for Flat Earth. There's nothing new about the Flat Earth stuff, but I have new content from new content creators. I guess somebody from the Deftones is a flat earther, and we'll find out about that. So here we go. Let's bring in all our peoples with all the intamoros. Excuse me, pardon me.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Hold
Oh,
on,
I'm gonna
I
do
got
it.
no audio.
You got.
War never changes. And we are the Galactic Penguin Federation, NASA's enforcers. We rain fire on our enemies and fight hand to hand across the galaxy. We are ever seen, yet we are never seen in our fight for liberty. We will kick down any door and fight any secret societies.
I knew it. She's a lizard person.
My name, Commander 401. And
Good, Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
I love that kid so much.
I did that for security monitor
Hey.
lizard.
Hey,
Since you're using that one for someone, can we maybe use the one that says it's friggin' bats for mine?
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, definitely. Just show.
I got so many problems with the video you just played. First of all, that is Enclave power armor. Second of all, they had the Brotherhood of Steel symbol on their power armor.
Let's go.
And 3, in the Fallout lore, there's only actually one instance of space travel being a thing, and that's just a mural in which there's a battle on the moon.
What wasn't?
I'm sorry.
Wasn't there a commander here?
Yeah,
okay.
well, you played the intro. I thought he was.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
That's fine. That's fine.
I probably would have done something similar if it had been like Warhammer. If it had been an orc thing, I would have done something similar.
That was Commander's intro. I have nothing to do with it other than I
Well,
was
then
given
he
that to
needs
play.
to have
But
a
I get what you're
talking to about his
saying.
armor,
Commander needs to talk to me.
Commander.
among other things. Yeah.
Yes.
Commander,
Yeah.
gosh dang darn it.
Get it right.
Yeah, for real.
Jeez.
Yes.
I have spent
Okay.
the last 9 months not playing Fallout, but listening to Fallout lore, and
Oh, God.
OMG.
Ooh, I've never gone into the lore. Ooh,
You got all
did you know?
dude.
Oh man,
That's
Sir
amazing.
David Attenborough did a whole series on the Warhammer lore. It's great.
So, really quick, security monitor lizard, savvy, security monitor lizard.
Hi.
Yeah.
Are you not in the field anymore?
I am no longer deployed.
Yay!
I am back home in the good old United States of America.
Lucky you.
Awesome.
Good old
I'm
yeah.
glad you're back. Oof.
Allegedly. We'll see.
Okay.
For now.
Well, it's amazing to have you back. We have definitely
How
missed
long have you
you.
been gone?
3 months?
9 months.
9 months. Oh, almost a year. Jesus Christ, Beeps and Butthead. Are we? If you're here, are we going to do food stuff again? Are we going to do fucking brunch?
Wait, what are we doing?
Are we doing brunch again? Are you going to do brunches?
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I don't know
we
how
hope.
I don't know how big into streaming I'm gonna get, but
Yeah,
I do want to get back into making videos, and I just ordered a GoPro to be able to strap
Ooh.
on the Sasha.
What?
So
Strap on what? Who's Sasha?
my dog. No,
Yes.
it's not. Look, this. I know there's a lot of freaks in here, but look,
What kind of dog is Sasha?
What? Sasha.
I don't know anything about Sasha. Who's Sasha?
Oh, Sasha is my sweet puppy dog. She is a terrier spaniel mix, and she just
Aw.
loves swimming. And I took her out
Yeah.
swimming and gave her a bath, and
Aw,
she just had a big old meal. And now she's sitting outside drying off.
cute.
She loves exploring.
My dog is
She
sleeping on my
does?
bed
Yeah.
right now.
Oh,
Dogs are the
folks.
best.
Yes.
Now,
Okay, thank you.
hey. Dogs and cats are equally awesome. Don't even go there. The dogs are the best.
Ooh. Mm.
We're not gonna start as soon as security monitor lizard gets here. We're not gonna start this fucking fight shit again. So no, yes, they're both.
Here, I can easily settle this. Pets over people.
Yes, that's what we always say.
There we go.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now let's really quick. Let's do the intros, and then we'll say hi to the side chat, and then get into the idiocracy I have about flat Earth. Because I can't believe that somebody from Deftones is a flat earther, and I'm kind of disappointed in that. And I don't know if I want to listen
It's
to
kind
their
of
music
disappointing,
anymore.
But then
Let's
again,
start
like musicians are not known for their intelligence usually.
yeah, and we don't.
I can't stay long. I wanted to clarify because I got to drive 2 hours to pick up a trailer. The armor is the XO1 because it's supposed to be the deep state, but before the war.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't explain the Brotherhood of Steel symbol on the power armor.
God.
I love
I'm just
this.
saying because Brotherhood of Steel came.
Lizard's great. This is good.
Well, I didn't know I need
like
to
this attention
re-render
to
that. That was just the loop that I had. But the lore is it's XO1 power armor because it's the deep state before the war. And I also have one with a NASA logo.
Yeah.
See,
and-
NASA logo would work a lot better because the Brotherhood of Steel did not come until after the Great War.
I know.
Okay.
It was a loop. Well, anyway, everyone have a great day. I will probably be able to join
Drive safe.
next week.
Okay, all right. Let us know when you can. All right. So since it was fucking said. You said it, security monitor. Here we go. We have to fucking do it.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Stupid.
I hate how much I love that dumbass intro that I made. It gets
love it.
It's funny.
Just as a side note, it's really good to see you guys.
Oh my bro!
It's
good to have you back, man.
It's been thank you.
Glad you made it back.
Hey, I was not in the midst of shit. Let me just tell you that. So I was literally sitting behind a computer most of the time. So I wasn't.
Shit can't go down.
Trust me,
But yeah.
we were very well prepared, and yeah, shit went down. But I'll tell you what, it was nothing was dropping on our heads. And if you know anybody that was in Iraq or Syria or anything, because the fall of Syria happened while I was over there.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
You just got back, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you know anybody, just ask them if they're okay, and tell them, hey, mental health help is not a weakness.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. And maybe now that you're back, maybe we can do some charity stream thingies. Maybe we can raise some more monies and stuff. I mean, we can do it here or on yours, and I'll get more tattoos, or we'll do more things or stuff. Maybe we can do that in the near future now that you're back.
That would be dope. I do love doing charity streams. I love helping people out, and even my mom. I took her to dinner the other night, and she was just like, "Well, why don't you look into, basically like, what was it? Like aid organizations." She's like, "That's something you would want to do," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm also with the U.S. military, so I have to never say that if I'm working in certain countries." Yeah, because being kidnapped and tortured is not. I don't think it's my thing.
It's only good if it's consensual. When it's non-consensual, it's very, very.
Yeah, if I show up to a fetish dungeon and I ask to be bound and tortured and stuff, that's a different story. But when somebody takes you.
When you show up to a fetish dungeon, you mean when you go to your basement?
Yeah, when I just walk downstairs, then
and I need a coat.
I go to other people's dungeons sometimes. Jeez,
Rarely.
I'm not that selfish. No, you're right. I haven't been in another dungeon.
I would know a thing that you could do as charity for, as our friend Amber is still got a shit ton of medical bills to pay after being assaulted.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Say that again. I just got a text message, so I was reading that. I can't do once.
Our friend Amber got assaulted and now has a shit ton of medical bills to pay.
Yeah.
I believe it was like $20,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This is why I don't go to the hospital.
American healthcare system.
Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Only in America.
So if you'll put that thingy, will you put that in the
It's
side of the
already in the
chat?
side of the chat.
Okay, thank you. Because we haven't even gotten to saying hello to our side chat yet. So let's do that, and then we'll get into the meat and potato. And yes, we'll work on doing things and stuff. And I'm so glad you're back, Lizard. Like, it's awesome to have you back. Like, I'm so stoked that you're back here with us, or just here in the Americas and not over there. That just makes my mind so much at ease. Because I know you were sitting behind a desk, but still, my brain was like, "Is he okay? Is he okay?" You know, like once a week, twice a week or something. I was just like, "Is he okay?" But I didn't want to keep reaching out to you for you to tell me. I was like, I know he'll be back soon and we'll be okay and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, it's wonderful having you back. Let's say hello to Sediment Jets. And we have a Demon Orb.
Hey,
we have a Jasper.
Hey,
Jasper.
Jasper.
We have one of our newest members, and the person who's been coming here for about a couple days now or whatever. Tilting Windmill, you're awesome.
Yeah, Windmill, one of our newer viewers.
Yes, thank you for coming back.
That's a fun screen name. I like that.
Yeah, and we got a Jinx You.
Hey, Jinx.
No, Jinx You.
And that looks like everybody. You're right. And sometimes I think.
Oh, Jasper.
By now, but then they're writing here and they're talking. Okay. I don't know what. Of course, we love having you. Did that come from up here? Okay, sorry, I skipped the thingy, but it's okay. We'll get to that. So now, who wants to hear a flat Earth song? Yeah. Oh, it happens anyways. It doesn't matter. Yeah, screw you guys. It's my channel. I get to do whatever I want. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so here we go.
Say, do we have a choice?
Yeah.
No. Well, it's just like with brunch, we didn't have a choice what you played or what we had to watch. So it was just like here we go.
I need it.
Yeah.
My fellow reptilians, let's sign among
humans. Or are these actual people?
Mm-hmm.
No, which one?
Is that?
This is all a big
conspiracy.
What is even happening?
Is this real?
Right. That's what I'm asking. Is this AI generated, or are these actual like losers doing this thing?
Well,
Punk Tunes, they do silly things like this, so they're making fun of flat.
That doesn't answer our question.
Okay.
Are they real?
What?
Are they people?
What? Yeah, it's these three people that make this music, so it's real.
Okay.
It's non-AI.
They're synths.
Yeah, it's not AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. That's sad. Okay.
They're making fun of flat. They're making fun of flat Earth.
At least they're making fun of flat Earth.
Sure they are.
I get it.
At them, not with.
Making fun of them.
Okay, so I don't know who Steph from Deftones is, but
one of my artists, Steph Carpenter, is he's a flat earther. Here's my thing about flat Earth, and he went through every single step. I was just like, I'm rooting for him. I want the Earth to be flat, so fucking everyone could eat shit, and Steph would be right. Videos you said, I mean, there was some like, I don't know, some correlations with like, you ever see the map of the UN? They were obviously
the
like
old map.
Yeah, it's like blue and it has like the Earth kind of like flattened out, and they did that for.
Yeah, obviously those are Jesus.
If you have to fit it on a flag, but like. There's some of these videos that he was sending me, and the guy's like, "See, this is how the Earth really is,"
Jesus.
and it's like, no, it's
you
not.
mean like the globe, the cut up globe?
Yeah,
version,
and then
so it's in sections, kind of.
Well, no, it's just like a circle on a blue. If you look at the flag,
just cut up a sphere, a basketball, a baseball, any ball type thing, not a testicle, but like cut it. And then try and make it flat. It's not going to look good
anywhere close,
especially not a testicle.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to section it out weirdly, and that's why like it doesn't like. That's why, like, I think, like, is it Australia that's like weird shape or weird size, right? Because there's no way that they could have gotten it on there if they would have, right? I think that's what it is. I think it's Australia's. Oh, it's Greenland. It's a weird shape or something. Yeah, there's one thing.
Greenland is portrayed bigger on all maps and globes than it actually is.
It's the Mercator projection because Greenland looks almost the same size as Africa, but Africa is ridiculously massive as a continent.
Right.
Like,
out of all the conspiracies, I think flat Earth has got to be the dumbest. The dumbest people involved in it.
I don't know. Creationism, fucking believing the Earth is 6,000 years old.
It's still not as strong as flat Earth.
Sure, you're right. And a lot of people believe in the multi conspiracies. So, but yeah, that's what got me into this a long time ago. Like, well, when COVID happened, and I was playing video games, and then all of a sudden, like, I found Simon Dan, Creaky Blinder, and MC Toon. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, wait, people think what? And I was like, oh my Jesus Christ. And then I got into all of this. And luckily the community brought me on, like MC Toon and a couple other people. They interviewed me. And yeah, that's how I kind of got into this, is because of the idiocracy. I was like, there's no way this is real. And then I delved into it. And then I watched other content creators, like, son of a bitch, I can't believe this thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So here we go. And I really hate that we have to hear a grown man tell a grown woman that she is not allowed to teach their children anything because of this. Just listen. I'm not going to say anymore.
How close are you to flat Earth?
Mandy is someone who doesn't believe in that the Earth is round.
I'm this close.
No, she thinks that we didn't go to the moon.
We didn't.
She thinks NASA's a hoax. She's one of those people. Yes, you did, basically. You're not allowed to teach our son about science at all.
Whoa! No, but like, for fuck's sake, if she is, like, if she's that close to flat Earth, like, get the fuck out! Like, she's stupid as shit.
She's that close to flat Earth. Pick her off the edge.
For a second there, I was like, this dude needs to chill, but no, he's in the right. Like, do not.
Yeah. And the next two sentences are even fucking crazier, because this just shows like how far down the conspiracy rabbit hole she is. And you thought you heard some crazy shit coming out of an adult's mouth in public with her husband right there. No, just wait until he says the next thing.
We went to the museum today, saw dinosaurs.
The Museum of
Which
Rocky.
she also doesn't believe in dinosaurs.
600 million years old, a billion years
She doesn't
old.
believe in Earth and science, so please.
I don't believe in Earth.
You don't believe in Earth and science together. You don't believe that science is a part of Earth and the development.
No, I believe in creation.
Okay.
So stupid.
No, come on. Like,
no, wait.
You're not that deep into a relationship and only find out that they're a creationist.
Right.
No.
They've been together for this long and already had kids, and just now you figured that out? Really, bro? Really?
Well, hold on. The only thing is, some of these people only recently fell into these rabbit holes.
Yeah.
They probably, not all of them had these thoughts 12 years ago, 5 years ago.
What did they believe 12 years ago, though?
that everything was normal, but then they found the goddamn flat Earth. They found in creationism. They found this. They found that, and then they got stuck. It's usually a
creationism. Thing. Like, you already got to be like really, really religious before you can fall for that.
Well, and that's the thing that's. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm on Slim's side, where people fall down these rabbit holes and then they're just like, they get stuck there.
I just
Like,
don't know how they fall
yeah,
down there in the first place.
Well,
I mean,
And
it's
like get
internet,
stuck
the
and
internet.
believe it. Like
yeah,
doing what
the
Slim
internet.
did and just like looking into it and going, cool, this is weird. What the fuck? But these people just going, yep, that sounds right. Yes. Like what the fuck?
Go ahead, Lizard.
It's a lack of critical thinking. Because
Yeah.
critical thinking is not taught in
Well, that's it.
American
I-
schools.
I believe there's a part of the brain, a node,
Discouraged.
a logic and reason node that if you opened up a flat Earth brain, you'll find a tiny little explosion. You see a scorch mark on that part of the brain that just blew them nodes out. That's what I reckon.
See, I there's a big problem there in thinking that flat earthers have a brain.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like assuming that
There's a
maggots
fucking
do
cue ball.
too. Yeah. Like, come on, guys.
And so once again, it's recently these people have been falling down these things. And so if you're married to somebody for 8 years and 2 years ago they fell down a rabbit hole, well, now you're in the middle of it. So
Well,
I don't think
but
that
their core beliefs
they
are
were
obviously
like-
changed, so like
If she fell down that rabbit hole 2 years ago, like, how have you missed that?
No,
And, like,
I think he's been watching it. He just doesn't want to leave her because they have a kid.
No, but like, don't leave her. But like, as you see somebody step towards the edge of that rabbit hole, go watch with them, talk to them,
hold their
explain.
hand, bring them back from the edge, like something.
Yeah, like
See, that's the really
don't just
hard
stand
part.
there and
I know,
watch them
but
fall
that's-
down. Like,
That's the hard
especially if you
part.
got kids with them.
It's very hard though to get somebody who's falling down a rabbit hole to get pulled back out because they double down every time you try to rebut stuff. And so you have to do it in a certain way that they don't feel triggered and they don't feel like you're saying that they're wrong. I don't know. It's very, very difficult with somebody who's starting to do this.
It is, but still.
And
Still,
we're gonna go over a thing with Simon Dan where he tells us 5 things to do to help us take people out of flat Earth. So we're gonna play that in a
like
little
even
while.
like you could even say like, oh yeah, I feel like there's something wrong with me. Can we go to counseling together? Like, that could
No.
don't make it.
Well, you always need to make it so. And again, we're gonna go over what Simon Dan posted this morning of the 5 things of the ways to help get flat earthers out of the conspiracy. Is it's just like with MAGA. You have to point things out, but then not blame them for not, but then keep just like reiterating like the Epstein files, he got involved in this, that, just like, and not blaming.
You got to explain things, but not blame them, not tell them
and not make fun of them.
You're stupid. Don't tell them they're stupid.
Yeah, that was the problem that I had with the 2 flat earthers that I met out in real life. I was
You've
at the
met
bar.
them in the wild and they wholly believed it.
I have recordings. We posted recordings of me with flat earthers.
That's weird. That's such a trip.
But the problem that I did,
wild.
the problem that I had with the first dude that I ever met in public that I took the recording of, I kept putting him down. That was fun for the recording and for the audio, not going to change him. And so now I know just keep rebutting first and saying this, that, and saying, no, it's okay. And then we'll go over that stuff in a second, because there's like the third point that he gets into, which is saying I don't understand everything is a great other thing. When somebody brings up something like David Weiss, when he tries to say blah, okay, I don't understand how the satellites 100% stay in the air or whatever, even though we know it's but it by saying I don't know, but let's look it up, or I am going to look that up, also makes it so that you're making it so that you don't seem like you know everything. And that's what I say on this channel. I'm the dumbass. I don't know shit, but I'll tell you what I think, and hopefully there are smarter people here on the panel or in the side chat that will actually tell us the right information, or hey, let's look this up, or let's figure this out, let's do research, like real research.
Slim, the thing with you is like, as soon as there are people around, you already know that there are smarter people than you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm always the dumbest person in the room, obviously.
Nah.
I got a good story about so let me kind of break this down. I'll try and make it as quick as possible. So the group that I worked with, it was 3 of us. That was my section, and we had to work with another group, and one of the people was a full bird colonel, and so next rank up is general.
Okay.
Long story short, he and I kind of got into it, not like, you know, pulling on each other's collars or anything like that, about how like dams are bad for the environment.
Yeah.
And he was going off like, oh yeah, well, it's gonna happen anyway, and yada yada. I'm like, no, well, we shouldn't let this just happen. Like, when you have dams that are on a waterway, it increases the temperature of the water and the acidity and everything like that. And it just became like this running joke of just like, do not get these two together, because they will lose their shit. And I'm talking to somebody that is leaps and bounds, you know, in education, above me, and rank nonetheless. And I'm just telling them, no, that's not a thing. But I also did the same, a similar thing to his replacement, who was a major, and he brought up vaccines, and he was just like, oh, well, you know, I understand this and that. And I just squashed it right there. I was like, no, you know what, dude? I'm not even going to entertain any anti-vax bullshit. And he was like, oh, well, and it kind of, you know, we were eating lunch together. So it was sort of like, okay, well, let's let this kind of pass over. But I was just like, no, I'm not going to entertain any. Vaccines cause adults. That was my premise.
Yep. Yeah, no, like, that's not.
So when it comes to the Simon Dan, which absolutely love his videos. When it comes to him, you know, telling people how to talk to people, sometimes you really actually have to put your foot down. And just be like,
sure, no, don't totes.
No, you can go fuck yourself.
I had to do that with a friend that I found out was an anti-vaxxer after we had hung out like twice, and I was like, really? I was like, you're not safe for me to be around. And sorry, I have autoimmune diseases. I have issues. I can't risk it. Sorry. That's your choice. That's cool. But and they were like, well, that's just another device to like separate us, blah blah blah. And I was like, no, that's your own choice to not follow science. That's a personal choice.
Your best bet would have just been like, sorry, I don't date idiots. And
well, this wasn't a dating. But
okay.
No, this was just a friend.
But still, I can't.
I can't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't be around people that, you know.
Nope,
my dad.
Stage your others, don't he?
Well, and
I have very limited spoons.
And that too, and there's a lot of us that are compromised and or live around people that are with their health. So I can't not do it. Like, I'd rather barely get something from getting a vaccine. And then the weirdest thing to me, and everybody say hello to Bob Nodell's gyroscope.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Gyro.
Hey, is don't you all in the military like have to get vaccines to go to other places? Like, why are you anti them when you have to do that? Right?
It really stemmed out of the COVID vaccine. So there were a lot of people that didn't get the COVID vaccine, and they would choose to get out, which is kind of understandable, because a lot of those people are just like, I'm so sick of being in the military. I'm going to use this as an excuse. But there were also people that were just like, you know what? This is bullshit. You know, whatever excuse they wanted to use in order to get out of the military and not want to take that vaccine. But I've gotten, like, when I went to the reception battalion in I almost said Fort Leavenworth. It was Leonard Wood.
Okay.
Like, they put you in I'll say a padded room, not like the one with the straight jacket, but they give you a shot in your ass of penicillin. And they, 15 times before that, are you allergic to penicillin? Do you know if you're allergic to penicillin? Do you do you not hate, or do you hate needles? Is this going to be an issue? And that peanut butter shot right in your ass. They're like, okay, rub it, do that thing, rub it in. We all went through that. Everybody that goes to the military does that. And you can very clearly see when ideology is separated from practicality, because it doesn't matter who I'm with, in a bunker. We're in a bunker. Hey, if shit goes down, we're going to have to render aid. Don't take don't use your first aid kit on somebody else that's been blown up. Use their first aid kit. Simple fucking thinking. And I don't give a shit if that person is, it doesn't speak English and is, fresh off the boat from wherever the fuck. It doesn't matter.
None of that matters. None of that matters.
It's just I don't know.
You're supposed to care for your other human beings, even though humans suck. But that's what we do first. Is we're like, fuck, if somebody's getting beat up or around me, somebody's getting harassed, somebody's getting AR'd, somebody blah blah blah, I will put myself in the way of harm to make sure that everybody else is okay, because everybody else is more important than me. Even though, it could be somebody I fucking hate that is a Trump anti-vaxxer, blah blah blah. But if they're getting beat up or if they're dying, I will be right there giving them chest compressions. I'll give them mouth to mouth, even though I fucking hate the idea of even doing that to strangers. But I'll be there, and I know, I'll do all the things to make sure that you can stay alive, even if I might be in the way of dying, because that's how it should be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
And even if these folks on screen were
on fire, I'd piss on them. I'd still piss on them.
I'm gonna piss on you if you're on fire, dude.
I know you have to find that clip that Dave Chappelle did on about R. Kelly. I'm gonna piss on you.
I'm gonna piss on you.
No, that's how things should work. But I think especially in the United States of America, we're so comfortable.
We're so individualized.
We
self-centered. We're into our own selves. We're tired. We don't give up about. Which is even crazier because. So really quick, which is really crazy because these people have 20 kids because they need it for them and not the kids. Like their ego needs to produce more of their DNA, and there's other things, and it's like, take care of the first one you have, dumbass. Why do you have 15? You twat.
Yeah. And I think one of the, how do I put this? We as Americans have never been through a war. So we've always fought wars, but we've never had
soil. And not on our soil. It's been on, exactly.
Other than class war.
But we've never seen guns. We've never seen an army invade us, which is crazy.
You've never been just sitting at a computer okay, well, I'm just gonna put in my data for the day, and all of a sudden the building that you're in gets hit by a 500-pound bomb. We've never seen that.
or even thinking, or even having to think that maybe that might happen. That's the other thing too. We don't live in constant fear, and that's a whole nother thing.
And I fear that it's getting to that point where we have to actually have that fear. Because the fears that we have are really non-existent. So, we fear the guy that's next to us because he's a different color, or we fear the people down the street because they think differently. Those aren't real fears. That's just a symptom of being an American. Yeah, the guy is going to be a different color. Yeah, the family down the street thinks differently. Okay, flat earthers exist, but that doesn't mean that they're going to start blowing themselves up at your door. Like, this is ridiculous.
Well, and that also doesn't, negate their right to live either. Like, they have.
Yeah, and this is the United States of America. They can do whatever the hell they want.
The thing that sucks is these idiots are fucking scared of others. And you know what was my favorite thing growing up in San Diego, and especially in low-income housing and in the ghetto, was there was a party every night. There was like an Indian part, an Indian. There was a quinceañera. There was every night. There was something. We were partying every night and having fun. And I got to eat food from all around the world, meet people from all around the world. We had fun. We all hung out together and we all partied. How is that wrong? What are you so scared of?
Doesn't diversity work better than,
It should. Technically, yes. No, a melting pot works better because if you have people from all different cultures and all different societies and all different ages and also with children of other, all the things, you can have a whole community. Once you have a whole community, then you have a society that works, and then you have an ebbing and flowing of people taking care of the elderly and the children, and you can have this switch off, and then you can also party. And then if everybody is, one night this family does a cook-off, the next night another family does a roast, the next night, and then people don't have to buy a shit ton of food. Technically, you can literally just hang out a couple days of the week and be fed, and then eventually you will have to do that, sure, but it is I don't understand why people are so scared of a community of others. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I especially when you talk about food brings people together. And that's you want to have a conversation with your enemy. Let's go and have a meal.
Yeah,
let's go have dinner. Well, why do you see in popular media, you'll see Sopranos or something like that? What are they doing when they talk with other people?
They're fucking eating food.
They're having a meal, and if something is about to go down, what are they not doing? They're not having a meal.
Yeah,
they're not eating together because they know shit's about to go down. If you just, hey, we need to come to the table, there's a reason the table is there. It's because we need food, so that we can see each other as human, and we can eat a little bit and then be like, all right, maybe I was a little hangry and, yada, yada, yada. Let's actually have a discussion about this. But people really don't really get that. And I love my country. I absolutely, I would die for my country.
We know you. Yeah.
But it makes me fear for, just regular people. Are you able to actually, live here and be a regular person? And that circles all the way back to that critical thinking. Just have the critical thinking to be like, oh yeah, this is wrong, so let's not do that. As opposed to, I'm an individual.
Well, I saw a reel last week that I'm pretty sure I sent to Slim, and I did not know that I was going to be watching a man die in real time from police officers. But there were so many people in the video walking by and smoking a cigarette and just glancing and then just continuing on their way. Like nothing was fucking happening while this man is screaming for his life and pleading help. and they just kept walking, and I don't know how they do that.
I mean,
I don't understand how you can just walk past and act like it's not happening. Like, I don't get it.
Let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Sure.
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
Maybe not just keep walking by like nothing's happening. I mean, fuck. I'm not saying that you'd be able to stop the cops, but I mean,
here's what I'm saying. So if
try to intervene, like Slim said, he'd get in the way of, someone, like, why no one even tried to walk any closer. Like, no one even attempted. And that just broke my heart.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy, though.
It's a really hard question because
yeah,
if you go up and you're like, hey, this is wrong, I'm gonna intervene, are you willing to take that risk of are you willing to take that? And a lot of people aren't willing to take that risk.
And once again, hold on really quick. Once again, most people trust the police, right? Or an organization they think is authority. So a lot of times even if somebody is screaming, "Oh my God, I'm dying," and blah blah blah, you're like, you're just fucking faking it, or So
I just don't understand why there's such a severe lack of critical thinking, like we've said a few times. Like, I just don't understand why.
No, we're the American school system. Yeah, the American school systems never taught us critical thinking. All they did was teach us how to figure out an equation, how to just like pick a box out of something. Like, they didn't teach us. Well, I mean, not most like people that are here and a handful. We learned that some way, shape, or form somehow, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, I went to luckily prestige high up high schools, kind of like they ranked high up, and so I think I got a little bit more. I think I got a different education. I'm not saying better, but and then when I went to college for a couple of years for electronic music production, so I think my education, I barely got just more than most of people. Like Lauren Boebert, she has a GED, right? GED. A handful of people that are in Congress right now, they only have GEDs. Like, what are we talking about? How do you let those idiots end up in Congress? And I'm not putting down a GED. I'm not saying that. But if you got higher up into like that, like, wait, why don't you have like?
I only have my GED instead of my diploma from high school because I had one too many absences. But in college, I had a solid GPA and was on the dean's list the whole time and got really good grades. So I don't.
Yeah, see that's different. So that means that some of us, especially the people that are not in the Americas, were taught that, and some of us did get a little bit more education than others. And I think we were taught some of that. Unfortunately, most of these people, they went to high school, especially. I hate to say this, and I hate doing this. I fucking hate doing this, but America taught a lot of females to get barely an education and then get a man and then get married and have kids. And even there's a thingy-mabobber that the right-wingers call when you go to college just to get a man. It's the PIMS degree, the something degree. And that means you just went there to find a man to latch on to and stuff. So they're teaching this bullshit. So unfortunately,
I'm so glad I wasn't taught any of that. Wow.
Yeah.
And Slim, you're not wrong, because we're taught in school to sit down, shut up, and listen, and
regurgitate.
Yeah, it's built around being like compliant factory workers, but that's not where our economy is.
Nope.
And you can. A lot of kids nowadays are so much more adept to like everything that's going on. They actually know they know how to basically be like, hey, that's wrong, because I can essentially Google it. And it boils back down to when I was in school, your teacher would be like, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket every day of the week. Yeah,
Right.
I have literally all of the information of human existence in
Yeah,
my pocket.
I can't even fathom
So,
being a student now because of
yeah.
that. Like, we didn't even have, like, I remember in high school, the rich kids had pagers. That was it. Nobody had cell
Yeah.
phones. It was the 90s. We didn't have
Hey,
cell phones.
I had a pager because I was a drug dealer. Hey, it wasn't because I was rich.
Whoa,
So I was a
whoa.
drug dealer.
But you could still afford it. You could still afford
Yeah, well,
it.
that's because.
Yeah. Well, hey, man. Anyway, but
So yeah, exactly.
you know, a lot of it comes down to education, and education is extremely important. And anybody that
And
tells you
curiosity.
education is
Curiosity is
not important is typically well educated.
Talk to a homeschooled person and tell me that education is not important. That's mainly
Well, and
what a
even
lot
if
of
you're
these people
homeschooled, as long
are.
as you know, you
They
could be
don't.
homeschooled and still have critical thinking skills if you say, for example, you know, you don't just take what's fed to you, you also have that curiosity to seek out other information and seek out more resources and other avenues and other ways of thinking.
So
that helps.
As long as your
That's
parents
effort.
are letting you out into the publics to actually learn that, cool. But the
I'm
problem
not
with
saying-
homeschooling is they're usually keeping them closeted and only let them into church and blah blah blah, and they do not get the experience of being around humans that they should. And that's why we have all of these weird, crazy conspiracy theorists that like hide in their things, and we have the gang stalkers and all the other thingy-mabobers. Because we'll talk about gang stalking another time. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but there are gang stalkers, which that's why they think that everybody's following them, because they were sheltered for so long that when somebody says hi to them, they think that they're fucking a government operative trying to spy on them for some reason. What are you talking about, you psychopath? Exactly. We need more socialization and less and that's the problem with homeschooling. I don't think homeschooling should be a thing. I think there should be like some kind of adjustment where like they still have to go and talk to somebody else externally from the house to go and take a test or something. I don't think they should just like send in information saying that they're teaching their kids stuff, because they're normally not doing that, or at least like we've found out a million times with like cults and other things, they're not teaching the children the proper stuff. So anyways, let's crack on with, what does Snoop Dogg think about the Earth?
You think the Earth flat or round? I done went around this motherfucker a few times. I think this motherfucker rectangle.
I think it's a motherfucking rectangle. Yeah, ask Snoop what he thinks about the flat the Earth. Yeah, that's great.
He's a Trump supporter, so I don't trust anything he says anymore at all. I don't believe him
I don't, and I definitely don't. So, all right, I think I don't think we played any of this stuff yet. So let's go into here and we'll do some little stuffs really
Okay,
quick.
then how can I prove to you that the Earth is round? Just show me a picture of a round Earth. Okay, I'll pull one up on my phone. A real picture. Fake. How do you know it's fake? Because the Earth is flat. No, it's not. It's round. That's a fake picture. Okay, what about this one? Fake. Are you just going to call all the pictures fake? Yes. Then why tell me to show you a picture of the Earth to prove that it's round? Because I want to see all the evidence, so I can reject it for no good reason.
That is a good one.
I love that so much. Okay.
I
right.
remember watching Carl Sagan in one of my I don't know what grade it was, science classes, talking about Aristosthenes. Totally mispronounced that. Aristosthenes.
Nope. You got it.
Proving that the Earth was round within 2 degrees.
Wow.
And he was just like, okay, well, if the sun is at a certain point, there's an obelisk here in Alexandria, Egypt. And then all I have to do is, because it's way back in the day, it took him like 2 years to go up to Greece. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going to plant a stick at the same time. And now I can measure that exact, by that degree using a fucking triangle and prove that the earth is round. And you can do the exact same thing today with flight, with you could
be like, okay, well, high schoolers, you
could do the same exact thing.
Science class. Yeah, most times to graduate high school science class, they do the stick experiment. They put 2 sticks, or they put 1, and then they measure the shadow. That proves it. I mean, that's one of the easiest beeping ways to do this. The other thing is digging 2 fucking holes and then watching the shadows. I mean, it's
same thing.
Easy as crap to figure this out. Like, how much, like, oh my God, I hate how dumb. Well, the thing is, once again, I'm going to say, these people want to say that they have knowledge that nobody else knows, and that they think they're special because their life is so horrible, or they have nothing to contribute into society. So this is the way that they can do that, is claiming to be something and knowing something that's sacred or not. It's just kind of like people that think they know magic or fortune telling or talking to spirits or seeing ghosts and other things. It's them just wanting to feel special, and so they're taking their senses and just saying there's more things that they can attribute from that, but there's no proof of more than that, because fuck your feelings, just like fucking what's his name, Ben Shapiro said. It's science is true and fuck your feelings, or whatever he says, right? Although they don't do that, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, fuck your feelings, listen to the fucking data. That's how this world works. All right, so let's let a 3-year-old debunk a flat earther.
Oh yeah, that's amazing stuff like that.
Join the truth revolution. The UK's leading flat earth awareness group.
Okay, so this gentleman calls this and pretends to be a 3-year-old. It's fucking amazing. Just watch.
Yeah, weekly meetings. And they put it on a round post. There's actually a number on there as well.
Hello, Mary from the Flat Earth Society.
Hi, my name's Tim, and I've just seen your leaflet.
Right, okay.
On
Where did you see it?
On a lamppost.
Okay, how can I help you today?
The leaflet was on a lamppost.
If you were actually a person who worked for a telephone answering service or just say Flat Earth Society, if you had somebody who sounded like this in a call, would you keep fucking going?
No.
Hell, motherfucking no. I'd be like, this is a fucking troll. Or, are you a little kid? If you are, I am not talking to a little kid.
Why are you on the phone right now? Where's your parents?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, none of this makes sense. But listen to how far this cunt fucking goes with this. How far deep down the rabbit hole this lady is, or she gets paid by the fucking minute or something like that.
It's round. What's the deal? What's the deal? Why do you think the Earth's flat?
There's many reasons. I mean, the horizon's always flat, so when you look out into the ocean, it doesn't bend. What do you believe?
Well, I just wanted to see if it was worth joining. It says they give out snacks.
Well, obviously, there's more reason to join than just having snacks. Well, I think the moon landings are fake, and the sun.
She's talking to somebody who she thinks is a little kid, and she literally is still doing.
The 3-year-old's gonna know
they can't do anything else. They've got that script in their head, and that's what they're running with.
Well, and or is your life so boring that there's nothing else for your cunt ass whistler to do than talk to a fucking little kid? That's fucking insane, dude. And you want to know why nobody's calling? Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, if I'm working at a call center and some little ass kid calls in and is talking to me, I'm probably gonna entertain that kid for a little bit and just be like, because I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's a little kid. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll
then
go through the script and yada yada yada. So I don't think the approach is like the best, but at the same time, he's really showing how easy it is to fuck with these people.
Yeah, but what's really trippy is, like, even if she's going off script, she flips to the fucking moon landings are fake immediately, and there's like a handful of like other things she could have went to first, but that's what she said. And then now she's gonna say, and the sun and the moon are this. Like, oh my Jesus Christ, you're telling a little kid, supposedly, to the best of your knowledge, this.
The moon looks the same size, so I think they just orbit around a flat plate.
Yeah, but when you look out into space and you can see Mars, it's round. So all the other planets are round, but ours is just flat. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think so.
You know, like you're a flat earther.
Yeah.
But if you're flying high enough, you can see the curvature of the Earth. You can see that it's round. There's pictures from space that show that the Earth is round.
Well, yeah, do you believe everything you see in space? Have you been to space recently? Exactly, you haven't.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, but,
Jesus, bitch. She didn't even... Did you see how she didn't even give him a chance to answer? She just said, no, you fucking haven't, you cunt. Like, literally, she just, like...
Well, he is 3.
She called it... I'm pretty sure she called him out as being an adult.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he said curvature as opposed to, like, the curve...
Sure.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pretty sure
she knows who
she's
she's talking.
Sketty and ambulance at that age, even though I could read a bar. Nope. Yeah.
Dude, I got like toddlers and shit that run around the neighborhood, and they love seeing Sasha. And then they tell me, I think the latest one was something goat, and I was like, oh yeah, you found a goat? And she just goes, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool,
yeah.
Like that's how toddlers talk. Like I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
No, they don't understand sentence structure. They don't know how to tell a story. They don't know the beginning, the middle, and the end of how you talk.
No.
So yeah, it's very random as shite. So yes, I get probably at this point she kind of figures that out. But wouldn't you at this point just fucking hang up and be like, okay, an adult is trying to fuck with me. Why am I going to entertain this? Because I'm already being trolled. Like, but we'll see. It gets even funnier.
That's my opinion. How do you go up into space? You fly up, not around. But why do you believe it's round, Tim? You give me your reasoning, because I give you mine.
See pictures on Google.
At the end of the day, it's flat. Why are maps flat then, Tim? Why are maps flat? Yeah, maps, a map.
What other shape can they be? How can you have what?
Okay. You can have a globe.
Yeah, but you need a map is different than a continental projection, right? If I need to go 20 miles down the road, why would I have something that's even? There's no tilt to that. It's flat technically. If I go 20 miles, 50 miles, it's technically flat. Why would I have something that showed there's a curve other than the topography of where I'm going? Because like sometimes I need to know if I'm going down or up or over a mountain or something.
Well, being in Colorado, I mean, just even your travel, like where I live in Colorado, like there's planes that can't fly over the valley I live in. It's a trip. It's a weird valley.
if anybody,
because they can't get over the summit or some shit. Like they can't get over the range to like get into our valley. Like very like
because we live in an atmosphere.
Mhm.
We live in an atmosphere where, fun fact, the atmosphere is matter, and it matters where you fly, because you can't just fly over Mount Everest and be like, oh yeah, I'm good, whatever.
That's why I think it's fucking funny. They're like, why don't people go to Antarctica and fly around? Because you can't, dumbass. It's not.
No. I mean, some cars can't even drive over some of the passes that we have to go through.
Nope. Fun fact. There are regular flights to Antarctica simply because there are
specific
stations there.
But they're not flying across. They're not flying across. They're going to. But anyways, I'm not saying
no. They go to Antarctica, and if you go to the North Pole, if you fly from Russia to Canada, typically you're going to go over the North Pole because it's the shortest distance.
Like it's very. Anyways,
the thing is a goddamn sphere. Fuck me, it's a sphere. I hate this woman. Not this guy. Like he's doing.
I love him. He's awesome because he does this to a lot of things. He calls up people and acts like a 3-year-old. It's awesome, dude.
It's a good voice
but anyways,
actor.
Yeah, let's crack on.
So that's a map. A globe is round.
That's actually a fact.
You remember when there used to be like the Thomas Guide, right? Is that what it was called? Yeah, it was the Thomas Guide, and it was like a fucking book that was of the whole country, and you had to like look through and blah blah blah. How are you going to make that curved, you dumb cunt? What the fuck are you talking about? The only way to make maps to be readable is like, oh my Jesus Christ, I hate when they say that, because what else are you going to do, you dumb cunt? Give me another way that we're going to make maps even if the earth was curved, and which it is,
paper mache it and you put it on a globe.
Yeah, and then now I have to have like 15 million of them that I have to like look over and then like sort through, which they're gonna be all discombobulated because they're not flat. It's all this. Like, what are we talking about, you psychopaths?
I'm driving cross country and I can't figure out which globe to find. I got 15 globes in my car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. Why am I even arguing this? I'm telling you now, the earth is round. It's not flat. It can't be flat. It can't be flat.
So have you called me up today to join the society because you're interested in it being flat, or you just called me up to state your argument about it being round, Tim?
I called up to see what snacks you
Whoa,
had.
she just figured it out?
Well, unfortunately, if you don't believe that the world is flat, then you don't have a snack.
This is a bit lumpy, this one. The council haven't done well with this one. It's a bit round. It's a bit round, this pavement, so...
Well, I'll find something that's flat, that's for sure.
You go back and you have a look at some of the pictures from space and tell me that I'm wrong. Okay?
Look, you're really winding me up now.
Where did
I was like, okay, she's... What?
Get angry now.
You dropped out for a second there. You were talking, we could see your mouth moving, but there was no sound, and then all of a sudden there you were.
Yeah, okay. My computer. Anyway. So what's hilarious is, I thought at first maybe she was just part of a call center. You know, she's just getting paid just to say the script. Then this happened. I was like, oh my God, she literally is a motherfucking flat earther. Although there were proofs a little bit before. But like we were saying, when you work for a call center, you have a script, you just like go down the thing and you just say the words and you get paid the monies and you leave and then you go drink yourself stupid so you don't fucking remember that you have to work for a flat earth society. But anyways, no, she's literally a flat earther and she's getting fucking irritated about this. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my Jesus, Michael Jackson, Beavis Christ.
At the end of the day, I put my number on that for genuine people to be part of my society, not to ring up and counter-argument the fact that...
Wait. You're the fuck... Wait, she's the top... She's the fucking head? What? I didn't know that.
That particular society.
Oh my God. Can we find out the phone number? Oh my god! Can we find out the phone number? What's the phone number? What's the phone number? What's the phone number?
I'll call it.
Shit.
If they have a Facebook page.
Isn't it just the Flat Earth Society
It says
in
call hotline
England?
right at the bottom.
Yeah, but it doesn't. He doesn't show it.
Dog, will you call them?
Wait.
But it is for. But can we look it up though? Can we reverse engineer this? So it's the UK leading flat Earth awareness. So if we can backdoor this, right? So if somebody
Hold
can
on,
look up.
It's
actually
play it for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
No,
Okay.
Okay.
So it's from here we have.
The Truth Revolution.
Wait, ooh, no, you're good. Join the revolution.
Weekly meetings.
There's a Facebook page as well. So if we can find the UK's Flat Earth awareness.
Cell phone number, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's what we want to know. Yeah, we want that.
I just know it's 07. That's a cell phone number.
Okay, so we definitely can see the beginning, which is 072, but that is
number.
so. Yeah, if we can figure this out, should we call or should we call? I think we should call. Oh my gosh! Guess who just fucking showed up? Lizard, you don't know, but we have a pastor, and he doesn't.
No.
No.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
our resident Nazi.
Yeah, our resident Nazi.
Doesn't play well with others.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you a Nazi?
He's a total Nazi, and he treats his wife and children like slaves.
Are you talking about Pastor?
Yeah, Pastor just showed up.
I was gonna say I
Okay.
walked away to let my dogs out and came back and heard you talking about someone treating their children like slaves, and that's all I needed to hear to know Pastor
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah, exactly. Similarly. So
for a second there, I thought you were serious, but
What do you, he is?
Yep.
Oh, he is the ultimate cock.
Oh, he is.
Oh, is he actually a Nazi?
Oh,
literally,
he doesn't call that, but like he acts like one.
Did he vote for
he
Trump
walks
and,
like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
So we're gonna go over this as fast as possible. He had his 17-year-old daughter come on to talk about how awesome he is. They live in the middle of the fucking woods. He doesn't let his wife speak out. He is only preached in public like 3 times from the things. And he comes on here. And when I was by myself, 3 days ago, was it, Pastor? Or was it last week? You brought all your fucking dumbass friends in here to fuck with me. And I had so much fun with it when I was by myself. And he only did that because I was by myself. That's not going to happen again, Pastor. Although, so we can go over this bullshit again.
You're cutting out again.
You know,
I know.
A shit fucking broken down fucking truck.
It's okay.
Or an RV now. I think it's an RV.
It's a double wide trailer. He lives in a double wide trailer.
At least it's not a single wide, I guess.
Wow. I mean, I live in a single wide. But
I'm not putting that down. I'm not. No, I mean, I lived.
I'm not a Nazi, at least. By the way, punch your local Nazi
Yes.
in the face.
Nazi.
No.
Yes.
Hey,
this is why I do rope dart, is to punch Nazis from up to 12 feet away. Yes.
I'm in the military, and hey, I love the fact that the U.S., in conjunction with the Soviet Union, absolutely obliterated the Nazis. And I think Hitler was really good at painting. I mean, he was pretty all right at painting, but
he was horrible.
The best painting he ever did was the one in the Führer bunker, where he put a gun in its mouth and pulled the trigger.
and all the blood splatter hit the wall.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, by all means, be that type of Nazi. I would absolutely appreciate it.
And just remember, Pastor, tell your wife to come and see me before you do that.
Yeah,
because I'll show her an actual time. Like, she's probably never had an orgasm or had more than 4 inches. So, like, if you want to like actually give your wife a good time, you can send her my way, and I'll show her a good time, brother.
No, she definitely.
I'll make her see God.
She is more than 4 inches when her boyfriend Darnell comes over and.
Yeah. No,
I thought it was faster in the chair.
She definitely get from the pool boy. Oh, you don't have a pool. Oh, I mean the swamp boy, because I guess he cleans your swamp. I don't know what you have over there in your little loser palace you have. You obliterated the Nazis. That's why we're still here.
That's okay.
An ideology. Am I trying to kill that, or am I just trying to have fun making fun of you?
I think
you're a loser.
I think he's talking about me, but at the same time, that ideology can be taken out with what's that thing called? A lead pipe.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, that's fine. Keep it up. Don't worry.
And really quick, Pastor,
it may not die out. Yeah. However, comma space, it's not going to be favorable.
Yeah, and
just
really quick,
like
Pastor,
all of those ideologies that you hate. Yeah, that's the one. That one. Yeah, you don't like that one. That's the one that is going to be taken out. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then once again, if you don't know, Pastor, Lizard is our resident military person, so they actually have more understanding of how these things go with some of that. You see how you perverts talk and think you talk about my children, because no, you are the one who molests your children and your wife, not me. I don't. Although I'll show your wife a good time. Again,
I'm gonna stay away from that one because I don't.
Again, I know, and
I'm new here. Let's just.
Anyways, let's crack on with the things and the stuffs. Here we blow.
Conspiracy theories. Are there any flat earthers here? No, they're all at home trying to figure out why it's nighttime. This isn't on brand. Don't get me wrong, I know we're being lied to. I know there are conspiracies. I'm not naive enough to believe that everything I see is true, but I also know the majority of conspiracy theorists essentially fall into 2 categories. One, people who are secretly so afraid of the chaos in the world that they have to manufacture some sort of shadowy hand that controls everything. Because even though that shadowy hand is nefarious and dangerous and does terrible things, they can believe that because there's organization, it's not random, there's a way to fight it. It gives them comfort. And the other group of conspiracy...
See, and that's the problem with conspiracy theorists, is there's a comfort in thinking that there's just like believing in religion. There's a magic sky daddy that's controlling everything. There's the fucking the cabal, the globalists. There's the this that's hiding behind, and I don't know how it works. And it's and awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you do know that believing in in an afterlife is literally bad for society, because it takes away your feeling to need to change
something now,
to your current life for the better.
Yeah,
I've also read Harry Potter.
It's talking, isn't it? It's Harry Potter, fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was talking with Savvy about this earlier today. If we're in a simulation, as soon as I wake up out of this, I'm going to punch the first person I fucking see. Because if this is the thingy that you all made me fucking play as a video game, screw you, hippies. This is the worst fucking video game I've ever fucking played.
Rather play Fallout.
Well, you can.
Why
you
can't
can
I
make
be
it
the
really
badass? Why do I have to be the one in the fucking wheelchair?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do I realize that I'm
your own character?
Do you really?
I want to respawn.
I do realize
your character creation is mid. That's all I'm gonna say.
you don't get 100.
Randomize it.
You don't get 100 people watching you, dumbass. You're fucking lying. There's no way. You shut the fuck up, homie. Oh my god.
Hey,
anyways,
that's cool. I'll be there.
Anyways,
I'll talk shit about you.
He
I hate
does
Nazis.
get a decent amount of views on his lives. Good for you.
Yeah, it's okay, but
that's fine.
Because
hey,
let's see if we can find more Nazis. Oh,
you know what? You know what isn't cool? Nazism. You know what is cool?
He's just punching a Nazi.
Not being a Nazi.
Not just that, but not abusing your wife and your children. But that's another thing. I mean, if you were religious, you wouldn't do that. But hey.
It's not like he can actually fight like a real man. He's a pussy.
Yeah. I mean, he's
gigantic bitch.
He's kind of a big dude, but no, I easily would knock him out. I easily would knock him the fuck out. Like, seriously. And all I would have to do is just like show him my arsehole, and then he would get so turned on that like you could do anything to him because like he's so wanting my nuts and my ass that like that's why he comes here. It's because like, he's so attracted. He's so that he can't stay away. He's just like, God damn, Slim, I gotta jerk off to you every fucking night, and not have sex with my wife because I'm a loser.
He's proper closeted.
He is definitely closeted.
You're 100% right.
Come out of the closet.
Yeah, he loves taking it up the butt.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he wants to go to federal prison so that he can take it up the butt and be like, oh no, please don't. Hold on, let me put a pillow down. Oh goodness, don't put it in my butthole. Oh goodness gracious.
I don't believe that. And if you are, because you're fucking religious. Like if you did fucking crazy weird shit like I do, then like you'll get us. But I only want our community. I don't want fucking others coming here and fucking with us when I just want to be us. So cool, 100 people seeing you abusing your wife. That's cool. Whatever. I don't know what you do.
Here's the thing. When it comes to like really right wing, especially far right or even far left, caustic ideologies, when you spew those things out, you're going to get a lot of viewers because human beings are naturally just going to be attracted to something a little bit more hateful. For instance, I watch combat footage and analyze it as like entertainment. Is that kind of sick? Sure.
Yeah.
Fine. That's a little messed up, but I love watching that just so that I can be like, okay, well, here's how this bomb actually reacted when it hit this building, or this drone, how it's actually being utilized. Those are the things that I want to actually analyze. But when it comes to people just saying, "Oh yeah, oh rah 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 rah," hey, we're gonna hate these motherfuckers, but go ahead. Grab 100 of those. I grab all of those 100 motherfuckers and be like, hey, we're going to actually go against the, some kind of establishment. You're not going to get it. You're going to get maybe 10. Okay. If you get 100, I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it doesn't matter what side you're on. Guess what? If you get those 10, if you get those 100, cool. Fucking awesome. Then you can be hey, remember what happened at Normandy? Remember what happened at Berlin? Because the Allies basically said that USSR can just go into Berlin. And do you want what happened to the Nazis at Berlin from the USSR after they held this gigantic what can I say, counteroffensive at Stalingrad to happen?
Yeah.
Do you want that? Because I as a human being don't want that. But if you're a Nazi,
yeah, he would want that.
Of course they would. And he has already came out and said that. But let's crack on. Let's keep cracking on because, like, yeah, I just wanted a little bit go over a little bit more stuffs.
Conspiracy theorists are essentially intellectual hipsters. They want you to think they know shit you don't know because it pumps their ego. They're like, I knew about 9/11 back when it was on vinyl. Those motherfuckers. Like 9/11 was an inside job. No. Interior decorating is an inside job. 9/11 was arrogance and ignorance by the government that allowed them to force through the Patriot Act, which is a real act of domestic terrorism that started that day. Do you want us to think any government anywhere in the world is organized enough to fucking pull off a 9/11? Have you ever tried to get your driver's license address changed by the government? It takes fucking 9 weeks. You got to talk to 3 women named Laura who can't find the notes in the account. It's not my fault. I'm not supposed to be here. My daughter had her baby. And you never
get... Yeah, there's not enough organization in the government to... So let's just do one... Let's just see. Oh, let's do... just go over how we can be better at 6 things globe earthers should never do. So let's do this really fast and then we'll end it right here.
Let's be honest, flat earthers get a lot wrong, but that...
And so this is how to hopefully help us understand a better way to debunk these
Simon Dan
people. Yeah, Simon Dan's amazing.
That doesn't necessarily mean that us globe earthers get it right all the time either. In fact, sometimes, without realizing it, we can say or do things that actually causes more harm than good when it comes to science communication. So today, I'm going to walk you through 6 things that globe earthers, me, and most of you too, should never do.
Exactly similar.
Ooh, sorry, I just want to interject for a second.
Yeah,
have any of you watched Mini Miniman?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh.
Check out Mini Minuteman on YouTube.
He does a bunch of
archaeology.
He's
an archaeologist.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't
Actually,
get enough of his content.
Yeah, we actually have gone over him a couple times, but anyways, yeah, look it up, Brainless, and please do what you do. So let's crack on.
Joining me. Right, on with today's video then, which, as I said in the intro, is 6 things that globe earthers, or regular people between me and you, shouldn't do. These are the mistakes that can make people double down on their false beliefs, or worse, make the science side look like the unreasonable one. And I'll be honest, I've probably made some of these mistakes myself in the past.
I have done this as well, and I know we're not going to flip it, but this actually is for people that are watching the content that are on the fence. That's what he's mainly doing this about, not people that are already flat earthers.
So let's dive in then to number 1 on this list. Do not misrepresent flat earth arguments. One of the most common mistakes I see is where people misrepresent the flat earthers' claims. The flat earthers' beliefs are quite specific, and certainly not what is often depicted when mainstream articles or TV or radio talk about flat earth. On top of that, different factions of flat earth have different beliefs, so you've got to take that into account too. It's really not easy, to be honest with you, and requires some research. Now, most flat earthers these days think they're living inside some sort of dome, or on an infinite plane surrounded by an ice wall. Or sometimes they're so vague they won't even commit to a model, looking at you, Level Earth Observer, because their whole shtick is, we just know it's not a globe. And here's the problem. If you're going to argue against something that they're not actually claiming, you're not really debunking them. You're just setting up a straw man. And trust me, they will call you out on that very quickly. If you really want to help prove them wrong, debunk what they actually believe, not the cartoon version in your head or what's often depicted in mainstream media.
Yeah, exactly. So listen to them first and find out what they want to say, and then you start rebutting it after that. That's normally what I do. This is the easiest thing is I ask them, what are your beliefs? Tell me your thingamabobbers of the things. Because like he's saying, is there's so many versions of it that's what I do usually.
It's basically don't straw man. Like the best thing you can do is steel man. Like make sure you even give them better arguments on their side, and then just break it apart.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. So that's a great point.
First off, find out where they stand and what arguments they like to give before wading in. Because trust me, their real arguments are still nonsense, but at least you'll be aiming at the correct target. Okay, moving on to number 2 then, which is don't just mock without explaining. I probably have.
Yeah, and I did this a lot back in the day. And this is another reason why I don't debate. I don't debate.
Like, some of those dumbasses, you will never fucking change. Just fucking ridicule them. Make them feel stupid.
But it's not convincing them, it's convincing the others. Or making fence sitters figure out the truth. So
that's
it should happen later. You should try your hardest to not mock until you don't have a choice anymore. And that's where my problem was when I was like talking to the street preachers, and I was talking to the flat earthers and a couple other like creationists and stuff, is my brain went to mocking them. But that's not going to help anybody, although it's fun, but it doesn't help anything.
Been guilty of this one, certainly in my early days. Yes, flat earth claims can be absolutely ridiculous. We all know this, and they often say some outlandish things, as well as present incredibly poor proofs. But if we just point and laugh, we often miss the opportunity
to, and then again, it's not for them. Like if we can explain to somebody else or explain it, then maybe somebody else is not going to fall down the rabbit hole and they're not going to get stuck.
To teach, not necessarily them.
Just ask questions.
Yeah, and that's
just
the other
start
thing.
asking questions. And when they say, "Oh, excuse me," how does how do these satellites go around the Earth 17,500 miles per hour? That's orbital speed.
Yeah,
that's it.
And then another thing is like, okay, let's look it up really quick. Let's. Although most of us kind of understand that they're falling orbitally, but because they're in the projection, they won't ever hit land. They're always falling, but never.
Yeah,
because they're going so fast, they will never hit the Earth.
And
figured out by Isaac Newton in the 1800s. So,
exactly. This is ridiculous.
And we applied it to what we have now, and the International Space Station is a fantastic piece of machinery.
Yeah,
like
yes, indeed.
Sorry, I'm gonna go on a rant, but go ahead.
Go.
I was gonna say this.
The ISS is fucking amazing, and that's the perfect example of how the Earth is a globe. That's the best, one of the greater examples that we can use, because it is falling into it, and I mean, how does that stay there? And like we can see it. What is it, like 3 times a day or something like that? And so you literally can track it all.
It's actually 15 times. 15 times a day.
Yeah.
It has 15 sunrises and sunsets.
Yeah.
But every time, okay. So the International Space Station, you want to say, is a hoax. This goes back into like the ancient aliens thing, which is inherently racist, because you're saying that these people that existed did not have the mental capacity to be able to build a pile of rocks.
They literally said brown and black people, or people that are not white, couldn't have figured this out, because that's dumb as shit.
But you say, well, they couldn't build these great things without help. Well, what about the things in Europe that aren't as tall and aren't as great. So you're saying that the Europeans didn't have the ability to do it without that help because they built smaller structures as opposed to these people saying you're basically just telling people that they're shit.
Yeah,
but they're
they
not
don't have a
shit.
brain and they're dumb and shit. If you look at how a cathedral was built, it was pretty much built almost the same way that the rest of the pyramids and blah blah blahs were. So like it literally, like the technology spreads throughout the blah 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 because we can figure out like how architectural knowledge happened. So there's no gap, and that's the other thing that these dumbasses always say is, "Oh my God, we didn't know how to build a pyramid." No. And if you go to Egypt, there's like 12 fucking fallen over pyramids or pyramids that didn't work. And if you go to the Mayan times or South America, Central America, there are pyramids that didn't work. There's a progression. We can like actually look at the progression of them figuring out how to make a pyramid work.
Most
in Egypt,
most of the pyramids that were built aren't even in Egypt. It's just the Great Pyramids. The pyramids.
There's five other cultures that have pyramids technically.
Oh, dude, there's thousands of pyramids.
Sure, yeah.
But
and
if
again,
you go to South and Central America,
there's shit ton.
Yeah, when you talk about the Mayans and the Aztecs, I think, and I can be corrected on this, the Mayans, they just moved it. They moved in. So those cities were built before they even got there.
Yeah.
And they just took over. They were like, "Oh, let's clear out the vegetation, and actually have this city and everything and whatnot." And the culture that existed before the Mayans, they have no written record because they didn't think to write anything down. So they were just like, yeah, we're this gigantic civilization. We're just not going to write anything down. But the Mayans came in and they were like, oh shit, there's a whole ass city. Let's do this. And they built this entire culture off of what they actually saw.
But once again, there is a progression of going to all of these cultures to where they failed at making a pyramid or a tall structure multiple times, and then they got to a version to where they, even in Egypt, South America, different places all over, and did this.
How do you fail at building a stack of rocks?
Well, I guess they didn't get the angle right. So they tried, and then like it was barely off. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that, and then it fell over.
Dude.
So they were just trying to figure out how do I get it to be.
You had motherfuckers that proved that the Earth was round, and then they can't build a stack of rocks. Are you kidding me? Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
Yeah, but
come on. A bop the boopy. Yeah.
But that shows that that's how human existence is fail, achieve, right? So if there were no existence or no proof of pre-pyramids or other structures, then I would say, okay, yeah, there may be an alien.
But we have the existence of the pre-dynastic period.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
Egypt.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially because it was Egypt, and they wrote shit down, and it didn't.
They actually
degrade.
did. Yeah. And they put it into. They actually wrote crazy amounts of hieroglyphs, and like there are temples that are just like books technically, and we didn't understand that until we figured out found the what stone? The Rosetta Stone, yes. And once we found that, then we figured out
the only reason that was found was because of some dude that was like, okay, well, I think this is important, and that's something that everybody should keep in mind. It's just like, oh, I found this thing.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty important, and we would not know anything about Egyptian hieroglyphs if that wasn't found, and it was just basically saying, hey, this person was coronated on this date, and yada 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 yada. And we figured out, because it was written in Greek and I think Aramaic.
It was in multiple languages, and that's why we were able to translate it so precise. Is it was done in those, and then a couple other languages, I think. So that's what made it.
Support your local museum and archaeologist, for fuck's sake.
Especially now that Trump is taking away all the money for all that shit.
I'm not going to get into that, but still, at the same time, support your local archaeologist.
Yes, exactly. Although we might not have museums soon, but I'm not going to say anything more than that. But let's track on. Let's just get to the rest of this.
But their audience offensive.
God damn, you're hiccuping like a motherfucker, homie.
I know.
Take the classic water finds its level so oceans don't curve argument. People laugh, meme it, and then walk away. But no one explains that water conforms to the shape of the gravitational potential, meaning over huge distances, like hundreds or thousands of kilometers, yes, water will curve with Earth. On small scales, though, it does look flat, but it's just perspective and scale.
But a drop of water still will adhere to the side of something. Like if you have a wall and there's enough humidity and there is a water droplet, it will stay there. So it doesn't always find its level, and especially up, down, and other places. You can have condensation, a droplet that is on under something. You can have some. So water finds its level, but it doesn't. And like, oh my Jesus, I fucking hate the water level bullshit.
Without that explanation, all you're doing is just giving them more ammunition to say things like, see, they can't answer us. They just mock us. Humor is absolutely fine. Don't get me wrong. It keeps things light, but never let the joke replace the science. I try to stick to that mantra as much as possible. After all, we really do need to be better than them. Right, moving on then to the third thing that us globies should never do, which is don't pretend you know everything. One of the biggest mistakes.
Yeah, and so if somebody brings something up, this is what I was saying earlier, don't just say, okay, I know, blah, 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 and just pull it out of your arse. Just say, okay, well, let's look this up. Let's all together learn if I don't know the right beeps of the logistics. Like, I don't always remember, like, how fast the Earth is turning. I know it's 15 degrees an hour for one day and stuff, but there are a couple other things that I don't remember the numbers for. And it's like, okay, let's look it up together.
Globe supporters often are asked something tricky, maybe about atmospheric refraction or the Coriolis effect, or even how GPS satellites actually work. And instead of admitting that they're unsure or they don't know, they sometimes bluff. I've seen it a few times in discussions and debates over the years.
And I sometimes do this every once in a while, although I pretend, I think I know stuff, but every once in a while I say something and I'm like, did I really give that proper information out there? Or am I just trying to make it so it seems like I know more than I do? And it's not really hurting the cause, but like I should know more about, or I should say when I don't know enough about, which I feel like I do. I feel like I fucking call myself out all the time.
Here's the thing, real science doesn't work like that. Scientists love saying, I don't know, let's find out. Saying, I'm not sure, but I can check, makes you look honest, not weak. Yeah. And this is a situation that flat earthers thrive on. They want you to panic and get defensive, to pretend, because then they can say, see, even you don't understand the globe that you're defending. If you don't know how something works, say so, then go look it up. That's how you win. I'll be honest, there have been rare times in the past where I've been writing a script and I'm pushed for time for whatever reason, and I confidently write a line that I'm not 100% confident in. The great thing about that is that you lovely lot are here to pick me up on things like that.
And that's what I always do. Is I'm always like, hey, if I got the numbers wrong, please, everybody else fucking tell me where I did this wrong, or did I not get the numbers right? Did I not do the right math equation or something? That's what everybody else is here for, is to help me do that.
And rightly so too. I will always correct myself if I'm wrong, and I'm never afraid to admit that, or that I don't know something. Moving on then to number 4, which is, don't assume it's all about conspiracy. Definitely don't assume that every flat earther is some wide-eyed conspiracy theorist. Yes, of course, some are.
So we talked about this earlier. No, it's sometimes people are feeling like they need to feel comfort in their existence. The government's lying to them, blah, blah, blah. This gives them a comfort.
I've seen that.
Going
and
back
you've
to
seen
the,
that. But many people get sucked into flat earth because of other things.
Saying that you're wrong, that is a strong position to be able to be like, I am wrong. Okay, I was wrong. And it comes from that, scientific perspective to just be like, oh, yeah, well, I guess I was wrong. My hypothesis was wrong. So what can we do to prove my hypothesis? You don't work backwards from the conclusion. You say, hey, can I prove my hypothesis wrong? Or you say, my hypothesis was wrong. Where do I get to the point that I find the right conclusion? And saying I am wrong is 100% correct. All you have to do is say, hey, I was wrong.
Yeah. And that's what the scientific method is, and making a hypothesis is assuming you're wrong and trying to prove, saying I found a thing, but then trying to disprove it. You're trying to just say, okay, well, how many variables are there? How many things are there? And then making a hypothesis, and then giving a calculation of an experiment, and then throwing into the zeitgeist and letting the peer-reviewed study tear it apart, because that's how you can find out. Because it's very, very self-centered to think that you are right when you need to throw it out to everybody else.
No, and that peer review is extremely important. Even when I was working while I was deployed, I would have to write up, I would have to write up memos, essentially. I'll just keep it vague. And my whole thing was, I have to send it up to my my commander to say, hey, is there anything wrong here? And he would send back, hey, this is wrong, or this is out of place, or he'd have questions. So you do that peer review, and you go back through your notes, and you just be like, okay, well, no, this is the actual issue. I left something out, yada yada yada. And that's essentially how scientific review works. But
that's how a process of an organization should work. There should be people that are doing a certain type of research, then it goes to another level, and then other people go in and look at things, and then you go hash it out, and you go, that's kind of like what it was when I was working for the news a little bit. I would throw things at them. No, we're done. We're ready to be done.
I'm off of that because I'm almost dead. So
okay, well then, we're done. We're done right now. But anyway, thank you very much, Security Monitor Lizard, for being here. You're amazing. It's awesome
nice to meet you.
For having me. It was so great to be here. Honestly,
good to have you back, man. It really is.
And I
know you're safe.
Have you on here more, and I'll do brunches if you don't want to, but no, I can't wait to talk about fucking horrible food again. That was fucking amazing. You added so much fun stuff. Sunday mornings we used to do a brunch, and it was about horrible cooks, and we used to go over people cooking horrible food, and a handful of us on the panel have worked in the food industry, just like you have. And we
like I
used to
do right
talk
now.
about, yeah. And we used to talk about like, oh my God, cross contamination. They didn't cook that fucking pork long enough. Blah blah blah. Like we used to go over horrible foods. And I'm hoping to do that, or I can host that if you want, and we'll figure it out later. But thank you very much for being here, Lizard. I'm so glad you're back, and that we know that you're okay, and that you will hopefully be with us for a little bit longer.
It's so good to be back, and I just let Sasha in after her swimming, and we went to the lake earlier, and. No, I'm about to go give her some snug because I know she's cold because she was outside drying off.
Can you do us a favor? And you're in my Discord still, right?
Yeah.
Can you take a photo of her so that Savvy can see Puppy?
I'll do you one better. I got a video.
Yay!
So do that. Put some chords and enjoy seeing your pups. And thank you very much, everybody, for being here. We will see you all. I think maybe tomorrow we might do something. I don't know. If Pip and Marooney's not around, I might do something. We'll see. So probably play cards tomorrow. If you're around security, we'll, if you want to play Cards Against Humanity with us and stuff, I'll let you know. And we will see you all very much next Freak channel. Monday is going to be crazy shite. We're going to do at least a MAGA thingy mabobber probably Tuesday, because like I can't not talk about the dumb shit that's going on. I thought today would be more fun to talk about flat earth because we haven't done that in like a hot second. So we'll do probably that. And then I don't know. I think we're going to do creepy cryptids for Thursday because I have a bunch of new cryptid thingy mabobbers that I found. Because I've been like in this dumbass rabbit hole about Bigfoot. Oh my God, I've watched like 1 million hours of Bigfoot footage in the last like week. It's so dumb. Oh my God. So,
dude, I can't wait for it. Hopefully I'm able to join, but we'll see if I'm actually available.
Yeah, no,
I just happen to have nothing going on after I took Sasha to the lake. So
we hope we could see more, brother, and we hope that hopefully we can do brunches. That would be amazing, or at least once a month or something. And I know it's up to you, but there's like so many people that fucking miss that bullshit. Like, oh my God, we all talk about like brunch all the time.
I think about it all the time. I'm like, oh man, I should do brunch again. But hey, I'm gonna take off. I thank you so much.
No, we're all out here. Everybody,
and I was it was awesome to see everybody here. Well, talk to everybody here. Love you guys.
Yeah, love you all. So get the fuck out of here.
Well, all right, I'll get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, everybody. Good
night, cunts.
Yeah, we'll get out of here. All right, later, everybody. Bye.